Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the final round of the Denver X-Wing campaign against cancer, here live from the Wizard's Chest game store in beautiful Denver, Colorado. I'm Asa Graf.
I'm Adam Kattnig.
And we're seeing a returning person on the stream here, Sam Shepic over on the right, versus another local, David Bernstein on the left. Some really cool lists here. Now, we've seen Sam's before. Juno, Omega Leader, Major Strident, Juno Eclipse with Proton Rockets, Advanced Targeting Computer, the X1 title, of course, Guidance Chips, and Adaptability up to a Pilot Skill 9. And Sam actually has has given David the initiative in this match. So Fen Rao will be moving before Juno, which I think is going to be a big deal. Let's talk about David's list here for a second. A very popular archetype, Old Fen Aru. Manaru with Scavenger Crane, R4 Astromech, Integrated Astromech, which he cannot have.
Wait.
Take a look at the squad list here for just a minute. Make sure we have this correct.
Did I write something down wrong? Oh, wait. Is that Intelligence Agent? No?
Intelligence Agent.
Oh,
yes, it'll be Intelligence Agent.
That's why. Nah.
Because we can't read David's handwriting, and he just put IA. So
That
it's
could mean
Intelligence
anything.
Agent. An Intelligence Agent, Etani Mind Link, Guidance Chips, Proton Torpedoes, Extra Munitions.
Good lord.
Fen Rao with Conquer Dawn, Auto Thrusters, and the Etani Mind Link. And Old Tarok with Auto Thrusters, Conquer Dawn, and the Etani Mind Link. So we're seeing a lot of powerful things here that we've seen before. The Etani Mind Link, for one, very, very powerful card. We're also seeing the power of Sam's list, which we've seen before.
That's right. Sam coming with Juno Eclipse, Omega Leader, and Major Strident.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All three of these Imperial powerhouses doing a lot of damage. We saw the coordinate action earlier, and we're seeing it again from the Batwing. They're giving Omega Leader an evade as we move into the opening phases of this match. Old Tarok and Fen Rao looks like they're just coming slowly forward. Manaru going off towards one side of the map. And Omega Leader following Major Strident up the left-hand edge, or up the bottom edge of the map. Left hand on David's side, doing a barrel roll in towards the center. So as we normally do on a lot of these streams, Adam, let's talk about the plans of attack here.
Yeah, it looks like we already have the large ships going towards each other, and the little ships kind of going the other way towards the little ships.
Yeah. No, I definitely think we'll see one or more of those turning in, especially Strident, I think, is going to start turning in.
It looks like Mega Leaders are already turned in, as it's facing to the left. Same with Major Strident.
Oh, yeah. So, on Sam's side, let's talk about target priority, because we have Manaru kitted out as a torpedo boat with Scavenger Crane to start getting those torpedoes back. Gets a lot of torpedoes. She has the possibility to fire 1, 2, 3, 4 torpedoes this whole game, because she can get 2 from extra munitions, and then she can get them back if she kills 2 ships from Scavenger Crane.
Oh.
There's a lot of munitions on that Manaru. And, of course, Etani Mind Link and plus Guidance Chips, you get the action economy to make those really stick. Now, they are proton torpedoes and not plasma torpedoes, so they're going to be less effective on the super heavily shielded Major Strident on the Upsilon-class shuttle. But that doesn't mean that they won't be ineffective, of course, because it's very powerful. It's very, very powerful.
That's a lot of ordnance on one ship. Holy cow.
So, from Sam's perspective, Adam, do you think that he needs to kill that ordnance carrier first, or get rid of Tarok or Fen?
Oh, well, I would almost go for... See, this is always tough for me whenever I'm fly against something like this, where you got Manaru that seems really dangerous, but then you also have Fen and Old Tarok that are very appealing because they've got 4 hull and that's it. So they just seem, like easy points.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. Fen Rao is very hard to kill if he's piloted right. As well as, I mean, Old Tarok is tough too because he strips tokens if he is in your firing arc at range 1. So Sam has to be very careful approaching any of these. He can't let too many torpedoes come off of Manaru. He can't let too much damage come off of Fen, who is probably one of the most damaging ships in the game right now. And Old Tarok, of course, is going to be a huge threat too. So it's really kind of a catch-22, catch-33 since there are 3 of them.
I guess so.
I don't know. It's a rough choice either way. But here has a bank from Manaru in towards the center of the map, focusing the squadron. Same sort of mirroring bank from the Upsilon class shuttle. What is the action on there? Looks like he coordinates Juno into a focus. Liberal use of Major Strident's coordinate action here from Sam. I love that.
Coordinate is super fun.
Jambalaya, I too hate cancer. Thank you very much. And we just have to remind you, this is the X-Wing campaign against cancer, streaming to you live from the Wizard's Chest in Denver, Colorado. If you feel inclined to donate to the Twin Sons Charities and the American Cancer Society, you can do so at the link on the bottom left of your screen. What's that, Adam?
x-wing.org.
Oh, yes.
That's
x-wing.org.
x-wing.org.
And we really appreciate, and not just us, but everybody who is affected by cancer would very much appreciate your support in this matter. It is, in fact, the great Jambalaya. System Open Champion, if I might be so bold. If I remember correctly, the great Jambalaya.
Cool. I felt like I had to say something there.
That's all the nods you'll get from us. All right, we're going to go after the game here. The 2 Protectorate Starfighters wheeling in from the top. Worth noting, David's Starfighter has been modified by a person in Texas who he says he'll shout out to on the post-interview stream to actually be mobile, to be rotating.
Yeah, if you notice, the peg is sticking to the back of the ship instead of the bottom. And that lets the wings rotate around the center like they do in the Star Wars Rebels cartoon.
Oh, yes.
It's really fun.
To do that Conquer Dawn face-off.
Yep.
It looks like both those protectors also perhaps doing barrel rolls, get themselves in close to the fight. Juno doing a barrel roll across that rock. Her approach vector here, Adam, what do you think that's going to be? Is she going to head straight for those protectorates, or is she going to go back around and try to come at them from the side, or is she going to go for Manaru, as it appears that Sam might be setting up for a run on Manny?
I think it looks like he's ganging for Manaru there, trying to get rid of all that ordnance, and also... as far as in kind of a tournament setting like this, it does make a little bit more sense just because Manaru seems to have the most points, and if you can get Manaru to over it, or at least half health, you get half those points.
Right. That's not a bad idea.
So it seems like pretty much whatever he goes for, he's gunning for maybe the same amount of points for the same amount of shots.
For sure. I definitely think that Fen or Manaru is probably the primary target here for Sam. Manaru appears to have presented herself as sort of an appealing target, especially since she does need those target locks to fire the ordnance. And it's not a foregone conclusion that she's going to get them and that Sam won't be able to move her around. Manaru, of course, also has to be at range 1 to be able to pass her tokens off. So it looks like David might be using her more of an ordnance boat this time, but let's see where she's going. Just a short little 1 straight forward there. Doing a barrel roll. Unsurprising. She does have to be, as we mentioned, closer to her buddies in order to pass stuff up. So it's not surprising that we're seeing her move back up towards the top of the board to be a little bit closer to her friends, Fen and Old Tarok. The Batwing moving in. We're definitely going to get some shots this round.
Batman.
That ridiculous, that ridiculous primary and a coordinate action giving Juno a focus. Old Tarok now coming in 3 hard turn. Here is the meat that we've been watching and waiting for. Old Tarok coming in. Fen is likely to follow him. Both of them coming hard in from the top. Here is the focus, squad focus from Itani Mindlink, given out by Old Tarok. And then Omega Leader coming in looking like he's definitely attacking Manaru there. Marking that, should be using our nice new markers. Come on, Sam.
Close enough. He's got his own nice markers. He doesn't need ours. All right. So we've got Omega Leader banking through Major Stridon.
Oh, yes. Rock and roll, says David Bernstein, and here comes Fen Rao. Oh, after the action, it looks like he's going to put down a target lock probably on somebody. Now, I believe Omega Leader would like to target lock Manaru regardless. Even if Manaru is able to pass the target lock off to somebody else, it'll still be then on Fen. Interesting that he put the target lock token. There it is. There, the target lock going in the correct position. Next to Omega Leader, not Major Stridon. Omega Leader doesn't have coordinate. That's silly.
That's just silly.
Jambalaya, you're right. The Batwing is a super, super fun ship. It's got such a prodigious primary weapon. Personally, I just love either Stridon or the base Starkiller pilot, basic Starkiller base pilot, rather. Just using them as kind of bunkers, as fire bases. Stop electronic baffle, stop electronic baffle, stop electronic baffle. All day, fire into the center of the board. All right, we got some shots here. Not some shots just yet. Fen is taking a target lock there against the Venerable Juno Eclipse. And where's Miss Eclipse headed here? Revealed a 2 straight. We're gonna make it a 2 bank. We're gonna make it into a 3 bank using Juno's amazing ability. She already has a focus, and we're gonna take a target lock against Manaru. Now Manaru does not look like she's quite at range 1 of Fen Rao in order to pass off those tokens, so she's gonna take the full brunt of Sam's firepower this round. Looks like we're having a really We're going to have a dirty opening engagement here. This is one of the more prodigious ones that we have encountered.
Going to be a lot of red dice this round.
Yeah. Shots coming in against Juno Eclipse from Fen Rao, range 3.
Bernstein's got his fancy
dice
dancy dice box.
Not as fancy dancy as our dice cam.
Eh.
Pickles McGiggles, this is absolutely the best event, the best X-Wing event in the entire world. All right, I don't see there. Looks like... All right, let's get our dice cam up.
It should... There it goes. Oh, no. Nope,
there we go.
Sorry.
2 hits against Juno, range 3. He spent the focus. Juno rolling 4 greens. I see enough paint there. Now, are those evades, or will she have to focus? Looks like those are a lot of focus. Sam deciding whether or not he wants to spend it. He is going to go ahead and spend that focus. Evade 2 eyeballs, blank. Focus them all into evades, and no damage done to Juno. We're going to see Juno firing. We got that range 2 shot into Manaru with the advanced targeting computer active. There's a focus and a blank. He's going to switch that, add that crit with the advanced targeting computer. David rolls 2 greens. I see some paint. 1 evade, 1 focus. No damage there either.
No damage yet in this round.
Omega Leader range 2. And of course, Manaru cannot modify any dice because Omega Leader, no fun allowed there. 2 natural hits. 1 hit. 1 evade, juked to a focus. So 2 hits on Manaru. Manaru down now down to 2 shields. Old Tarok now will fire. Does he have the range on... I think he's got the range on Juno there. So he's going to go ahead and take that shot. Range 3 with a focus. David Bernstein firing 3 dice. I see paint. So we're going to have 3 hits there.
Not quite putting them all the way in the dice area.
Right. So he rolled 2 focus, 2 evades, but he called Palpatine evade beforehand. So 3 evades. No damage yet in this round.
Wow.
All right, the shuttle. Now we got a shuttle off. Here comes
the shot of the round.
Firing into Manaru, range 3.
Oopsie
4
poopsies.
dice, of course. They'll save us praying for some good natural rolls. I see paint. Whoa, 3 natural hits. Focus from the shuttle. And we see Manaru rolling 3 greens. There is lots of paint there. 3
Three
natural
natural
evades.
evades.
Now, what we thought was going to be a dirty opening round is actually turning into a very ineffective opening round.
This is going to be one of those games, isn't it?
I see. All right, where's Manaru firing? Thank you. Into Juno. Spends the focus. R4 Agromech acquires a target lock. Not 100% sure where exactly what those hits were, because we can't see it. 3 natural evades. Whatever it was, it did nothing.
Doesn't matter.
Could you ask them to put them more towards the center of the dice? John, could you ask them to put the dice more towards the center?
Will do.
Or just, yeah.
Excellent. All right, and now we're going back to dials. Perfect. There we go.
Yep.
Excellent.
All right.
All right, so now let's get that dice cam out of here. Let's talk about where both of these players are going to go next. Both of them sort of in position to do some nasty things. David's got his 2 heavy hitters now in position. Juno is very, very hard to actually hit with Ordnance because she can adjust her speed, make sure that she's not in range, especially moving last after Fen Rao. She can be just about anywhere that she wants to be. She's an extremely powerful little ship. Similarly, Fen Rao is poised to come in there from the flank. He could do like a 2-bank off to the right. Maybe he might be able to get away with a 3 or 4 straight to get right up in the beeswax of that Upsilon class shuttle and put Palpatine out of his misery. What do you think, Adam?
Well, I think if his Fen and Old Tarak are definitely in good positions here because they're not too close. They can still kind of slow roll in and still get in some shots. They don't have to turn around or anything. But man, that Batwing is still going to be terrifying. Like I'm thinking the Batwing is probably just going to turn in, bump on purpose to be facing towards everything. Just getting a few more shots, and then I can see the Omega Leader and Juno doing a K turn or something like that, or even just like 1 hard.
Right, I wouldn't be mad at a K turn from Omega Leader. The Batwing could also do a 0-stop pattern analyzer to focus or coordinate beforehand and still get an action.
Oh, that's true.
That would not be a bad idea. Of course, he might be wanting to save that 0-stop for somewhere where he doesn't have the opportunity to self-bump. It's all about planning ahead when it comes to those big shuttles. Here's Intelligence Agent looking at Omega Leader's dial, I believe. I think that's the one that he had at range 3. And there's a range, or a 1 bank to the right. Looks like Manaru is going for a block. Now, we're not sure exactly what was revealed by that Intelligence Agent, but we'll be able to find out here in a sec. Manaru just going ahead and focusing. Now, he might be trying to block Juno here, but Juno, of course, very difficult to block because of her pilot ability. The shuttle. There is the stall.
Well, before he takes the stress, he's going to coordinate Juno something. He's debating a target lock.
Right, coordinating Juno.
And he already has the target lock.
He does, but if he wants to switch his target lock and he thinks he might be blocked.
I guess that's true.
Now it's just, what do you think, Adam? He could also just take the focus for himself and blast off into Manaru there, because he's got an excellent shot.
I like that option, honestly. Instead of coordinating, just take the focus for the shuttle.
Well, it's given Juno the focus. It depends. Sam probably has a plan that we are not privy to.
He might be doing a little or playing a bit more defensive here with
Perhaps Juno is doing a K turn.
Oh, that's true, because Juno's not moved yet.
Right, exactly.
True.
If
okay.
because Juno could dial a 4K turn, make that a 5, end up range 1 of Manaru target lock focus. That's a procket shot if I ever saw one.
Ooh. Me gusta.
Me boosta from old Tarak there. Coming in hard on the Upsilon class shuttle. Probably attempting to put some real hurt onto that beast.
Are both of these players undefeated?
Do you know, John, both these players? Yes, both of these players undefeated.
Bernstein has lost one game.
Oh, Bernstein has lost one.
Bernstein has lost one.
This
Sam
is-
will be undefeated.
Yeah, this is the top table.
And this is as close as we have in this event type to a top table. Remember, we have many different pods, but this is the top pod of the top players from the other pods, and they're playing for all the marbles. So the winner of this match gets that plaque that we showcased earlier. They also get the prestige to say that they literally beat cancer with with spaceships.
Yep, we've got the top P's in the top pod playing for the prestigious. Oh, I lost the last word. Plaque. Yeah.
Top P's in the top pod playing for the prestigious plaque.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. Here comes a barrel roll from Omega Leader. Wonder if he's trying to put a block on Fen Rao. And indeed, here comes a block from Omega Leader. Now, this is making me think, just from table chatter, that Bernstein thinks that Sam did indeed dial in a K turn there.
Let's see.
That looks like a red maneuver.
Just the question was just asked, you can 5K? And he says, perhaps.
And he's keeping it a 4K.
Because that will make it.
As that'll make it, and then I'll stick him right at range 1.
4K.
Now, I'm not sure with that barrel roll. I'm not sure with that barrel roll that Fen is still at range 1. Maybe he can't take the... Oh, here it comes.
Oh.
Here comes Fen. Range 3 at Juno Eclipse. Not passing any tokens with Manaru.
Bernstein lost one in the first rounds by 3 points. That's why he's in the top
Ooh.
five.
2 hits and 1 crit. Unmodified Palpatine gonna give Juno a much needed evade here. Got blank focus evade. Palpatine changes.
Oh, there we go. Scooting up the dice so we can see.
And
Changing
he's gonna
one
take
with
the shield.
Palpatine?
This is, changed one with Palpatine, takes the shield from the crit, so Juno is now at 1 shield. This is probably because here comes a proton rocket shot. Exactly, just as we
Hey.
anticipated. Now,
Man, that looks
this
like,
this is a big proton rocket.
It's 16-bit proton rocket.
A lot of paint there. I'm gonna spend that target lock, get a lot of paint. Rolling that now. Is she going to spend that focus? Yes, she is going to re-roll that focus. Not 100% sure what we see here, but those look like all
Ooh.
hits. We're going to get them in the dice cam here in a sec. 4 and a crit. That's a big hit here. He evades 1, so 3 and a crit. So a hit and a crit will go on to the Hull of Manaru. Let's see what those are. We got the hit. And the crit. Direct hit.
hits.
So quickly, Manaru already down to 2 hull points. It seems like almost a waste to push the Upsilon into that, doesn't it?
Whew. Man, what a shot.
Yeah, that was one heck of a shot right there. Here comes old Terok. Looks like range 2 to me. Although he's rolling 4 dice, so it might be a range 1 shot
I
here.
think it was barely a range 1.
Range 1 from old Terok. I see 1 paint, maybe 1 hit there. Spending that focus for 1 hit on the Upsilon. And no evade. So 1 hit on the Upsilon. Upsilon down to 5 shields, 6 hull. Chumbalaya says, look at me. I am Fen Rao now.
I am defend now.
I am defend now.
I'm defend now.
All right, we haven't been moving the attack marker, so I don't know what's happening, but I think the Upsilon, 3 hits onto Manaru.
Oh,
He's got to roll some good paint here. David's got to roll
he's
perfect.
moving his dice box.
And he rolled an
Oh.
attack dice. I see 2 blanks.
Oh,
Manaru goes back. She does have simultaneous fire, David. But 1, 2, 3 looks like David might be electing or forgetting to take, electing not to or forgetting to take that simultaneous fire. Not 100% sure what's happening here. But Manaru is down once again, just like we saw from the last time that Sam Shepic was on this stream.
They're supposed to have simultaneous fire. So
Do I need to go tell him? Or is this a missed opportunity?
That's a missed opportunity, missing an attack. Yeah, we can't interfere on that point. Yep. The just like we saw from the last time that Sam Shepic was on this stream, that Upsilon shuttle properly flown is a terrifying beast to behold. So yeah, Manaru is dead and gone. Getting the full 5 dice primary weapon shot there to finish off Manaru. All right, so David is has taken some early damage here, only putting 2 damage onto Sam in return. What's his game plan now?
Well, he's only got Fen and Old Tarak left, but they are full health. So I think his best bet is going to be to take down either Omega Leader or Juno.
Think?
I mean, well, so, let's see. So
Part of
Juno,
me thinks that he's got to try. Old Tarak might be in a great position to just waste into that Upsilon shuttle.
No, that's true, actually. Yeah, because he's going to be behind it.
Right. Put some real hurt into that. Get rid of Sam's safety net in Palpatine. Here comes the Upsilon 2 bank going for Fen. Looks like he's going for the block there on Fen, clipping. Not actually hitting that debris field right there up on the top. So he clears the stress. That 2 bank on the Upsilon is green. He's going to go ahead and coordinate Omega Leader to take a target lock on Fen. That's excellent, and I assume that means that Omega Leader is going to be slooping behind Fen. What do you think, Adam?
That's what I would do.
Yep.
Get you right behind there, facing right where you want to be. I found one thing that helps me that I think works very well is if you're trying to get a good shot at a ship without them getting a shot at you, you try to, and if you know that they're going to move before you, or if you're close or something,
right,
try and move where they are, because it's very hard for them to escape arc from where they were.
Yes, it's actually impossible to escape their own firing arc unless they have a boost or a barrel roll.
Yeah, so it gives you a very good chance if you try and put your ship where their ship was, facing where their ship was.
Right. Now, here indeed is the sloop from Omega Leader. Old Tarak has taken the target lock against the Upsilon-class shuttle. All right, now this is the moment of truth. Old Fen appears to be blocked by the Upsilon-class shuttle. That is a big, big deal.
Ooh. Let's see if
Omega Leader now is behind a tokenless Fen Rao. Tokenless, shipless Fen Rao. Ready to lay on her own particular plinking brand of hurt.
Yep, it looks like. Yeah, I'm guessing Fen is going to take a shot at.
So Juno has expected that the shuttle was going to go further. Dialed in a 3 straight, makes it into a 4 straight, and goes as far as she can, but ends up bumping Old Tarak and actually bumping further back onto the shuttle. Now Juno's not in a great position. Fen Rao's got a nice shot at her.
Yeah, that's going to be a nice range one. He still does have the safety net of
Palpatine and Old Tarak's. None of them have focuses, and Old Tarak's shot will be against. Old Tarak's target lock shot will be against the Upsilon-class shuttle. Juno still clearing the stress from that because, of course, her maneuvers are the same color as revealed. It's spectacular. Love me some Juno Eclipse.
It's so maneuverable, so good.
All right, Fen Rao. Firing a Juno Eclipse. Is that a range 1 shot? It will be, because it'll be right through the Upsilon. Less than 2.5 base lengths long. Less than range 1. So it'll be a range 1 shot. 5 dice from Fen Rao. No modifiers. Oh, I see 3 blanks, 2 focuses. Not what David needs. And he's just... David, this just in from the table. David Bernstein has fired his dice. And it looks like somebody re-rolled and they deserted him again. 1 hit off of 10 dice. My word.
Oh, that's rough.
And there's a bunch of blanks from Juno, so 1 more damage is going to go on to Juno, but that is far less damaging than it could have been.
That's just disappointing.
That's just about as disappointing as it's possible to be, Adam. Oh, I see why. There was a target lock from Fen on Juno.
That's why he re-rolled the
That's
dice.
why he was able to reroll. Here comes Sam's shot, switching the attack markers there. From Juno onto Old Terrak, a bunch of blanks. Here's a lot of blanks we got on this attack.
Blank City.
Now Omega Leader will be firing range 2 onto Fen Rao. Now, if I were saying, would you palp in a crit here?
Sure. I don't know.
It doesn't look like he does. We got 2 natural hits. And Fen takes 2 hits. Ouch. I think Sam's saving Palpatine there for Old Terrak's possible shot on Juno, because he needs Juno to survive this. We got 1, 2 shots, 1, 2 hits on Fen Rao. Fen Rao now down to 2 hull. Old Terrak looks like he's firing back into Juno Eclipse. Trying to take her down. Oh, and there's the 4 hits
There they are.
that he needs to attempt the kill there. Palpatine, of course, giving her an evade. No evades.
Oh.
So 3 damage into Juno, and she
that
goes
3 or 4?
down. That was 3 because
Oh,
Palpatine
because
gave
she
her
has
an
to-
evade. Youch.
Oof. There
And
goes
Chili's
Juno
01.
Eclipse.
This is the final round of the X-Wing campaign against Cancer. Round 6 of Pod 1 here, the top table on this event. This is, of course, the X-Wing campaign against Cancer. We're streaming live from Denver, Colorado at the Wizard's Chest. If you wing.org.
All proceeds go to the American Cancer Society. All proceeds go to the American Cancer Society.
Yes.
This is a great cause. We've been here all day. There's been tons of cool prize support, and everyone here, all their admission fee or their
All the admission fee is a donation.
it's a donation to this cause.
Oh,
And
yes.
if
This
you
is
want to donate
fantastic.
your own thing, yeah, we got
So
the,
now,
yeah.
Adam, we have one hell of a game. With Juno out of the fight, David has clawed back a great evening shot. Because now we have Omega Leader on Fen Rao's tail, but that doesn't mean that she's going to win this fight, because Old Terra can very easily strip that evade token from her,
Yep.
and Fen Rao could get lucky.
So I'm just waiting for Fen Rao to just turn around right behind the shuttle, and Fen and Old Terrak are just gonna hunt it down from behind.
Right. I think Sam's got to now conserve his forces. He was definitely ahead the last round, but a very excellent lucky shot from David Bernstein's Old Terrak has put him back into the fight here. 2 turn from the Upsilon class shuttle.
And we're doing the
It's
fancy
like he's turning left.
put them on the side like that, which geometrically puts it in the same spot as if you were to just execute the maneuver normally. It's just
And we will
it's a lot easier to do that when there's a ship in front of you.
Yes, and we will be coordinating Omega Leader into a barrel roll. Interesting choice. Where do you think with this maneuver that Omega Leader will be going here?
Oh, I don't. This is right or left? This is one of those forks in the road.
Spork in the road.
Spork in the road. Just gotta take it.
One hard probably with a barrel roll here from Old Terrak. Maybe off to the right, anticipating a Omega Leader maneuver. Indeed, here comes the barrel roll off to the right. This could be another game-swinging maneuver. Here's Omega Leader. Where's she going? Indeed, here's the 2 bank.
Ooh.
That's an excellent score for David. Exactly what he wants to see
Right
there.
up in front of that one's Old Terrak, right?
That is Old Terrak, who will strip the evade token off. Now, if Fen ends up coming in and getting a shot on Omega Leader as well, this is what we in the business call a bad thing. Great maneuver from David, heading off Omega Leader there at the pass. Looks like Omega Leader just goes ahead and elects not to take an action, because whatever she does, Old Terrak will take it from her. And there's Fen. She elects not to switch the target lock. Almost wonder if she should have switched the target lock to Old Terrak, because I don't believe Old Terrak strips target lock tokens, just focus and evade.
I'm not sure. Another thing I was thinking about, do you know why Omega Leader did not barrel roll?
Because she had already barrel rolled. It had been coordinated to a barrel roll. And
could
cannot
not
perform the
barrel
same
roll
action
again.
twice.
I missed that. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
Back to Dials is my favorite podcast.
After
Minox. Aw, that hurts. That just
Well,
that
wait.
hurts.
No. We are the Minax Squadron podcast,
Oh
remember?
yeah, we're them too. my name's D. Yeah. No.
All right, looks like Sam actually did switch the target lock to Old Tarok and is coming in now, range 1 with a ineffective shot there, just one hit or one crit there.
One crit.
Oh, and blanks there from Old Tarok. Conquered Dawn Protector cannot modify the dice because of the target lock. There's a crit. And it's a damage engine. So all of Old Tarok's hard turns are red now.
So that is on Old Tarok.
3 hull on Old Tarok.
All right, and then we've
Old
got...
Tarok firing back range 1 shot onto Omega Leader. Likely to see a Palpatine used on this shot as well. No need.
Oh.
Nothing rolled. Can't mod any of those. And it's back to Dials.
Man, we have a bunch of these blanks
this round. This is this is quite the round here. All right, let's get that dice game out of the way. Let's go. Let's talk about things here. So Sam has moved the Upsilon shuttle out to the left-hand side of the board. I think this is a very solid maneuver. He's got to get a little bit of space on that thing to turn it around.
Yeah,
it's often, in my own experience flying shuttles, it's often a really good idea to turn out and then come back in a couple turns to get that massive weapon firing into the center of the board again.
Yeah, instead
where
of just
it can provide some good support
to turn in, kind of staying more in the fight. You want to leave the fight, turn
instead
around,
of trying
then
to knife
come back.
fight. Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's hard to knife fight when you're facing the wrong way.
Now, I would like to see perhaps here a 1 hard turn pattern analyzer to coordinate Omega Leader and give her evade token back. And then have her go after Fen Rao once again and switch the target lock, because I think that's something that's very, very possible here. 2 turn from the shuttle. Will he still be in range to coordinate? That's the question, because I would love to see a coordinate action right now if that was the case. Looks like he might be.
Man, that Y-wing looks like he's signaling an airplane to land or something. Sorry, not the Y-wing, but the shuttle looks like it's signaling an airplane to land with his arm signals. And
there's a Talon roll from Old Tarok. Old Tarok roll here. Old Tarok and roll.
Banana.
Using our nifty little markers here. Turn it. And here comes the Talon roll.
That just seems like it's kind of in the way too, but
now Old Tarok will be stressed, and he will be stressing Fen Rao through the power of a tiny mind link as well. So Fen's probably got the answer to this in a green maneuver, and is going to be focusing up anyway. Now it depends on where Old Tarok has landed here. If he ends up at range 1 of Omega Leader,
we're putting that's Fen Rao back on his peg. Boop. As he's
there's a 3 turn. I respect this, Sam, going out of the fight for a couple turns to come back in later with a better position.
Now, it looks like he's going to take a barrel roll here to fully get out of Old Tarok's arc. Old Tarok's the top one, right?
Old Tarok is the one on the top. Fen Rao is the spinny one.
Right, okay. Fen Rao's spinny.
Definitely the mark of a veteran, judicious player here. He knows when to disengage. He knows when to do the dishes. He also knows when to disengage and come back with a more advantageous position. Here's Fen Rao's 2 hard turn.
He knows when to disengage and dish engage.
Clears that stress. Fen Rao likely going to take a target lock here. Onto Omega Leader. An interesting choice given Omega Leader's propensity for denying all target locks. But not a bad one. David's saying over there he hates Talon rolls. He is afraid of them.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. T-roll. Troll.
T-roll.
Yeah.
So once again, we are here at the Wizard's Chest in Denver, Colorado for the X-Wing campaign against cancer. If you'd like to donate to Twin Suns Charities, support the American Cancer Society, please consider doing that if you have the means. x-wing.org to throw your hat into the ring. That supports the excellent cost of fighting a terrifying disease.
And you can do that at x-wing.org, which I think we just said, but
Right.
in case we're going to pound it into you.
Right, so here in the game now, Sam's shuttle is going to be turning one hard into the ring. David's just like, he can do that? And it's absolutely possible. He can do that. The Upsilon shuttle absolutely can. He's going to pattern analyzer, get himself a target lock. Target lock Old Terok there. An interesting choice, probably because Old Terok is the one that's coming in closest. Old Terok as well.
Lock?
Old Terok Lock is going to two bank in, clearing his own stress. We might likely see a boost here. No, we actually see a barrel roll back out to get some auto thrusters to trigger, get out of range 2 of that disgusting primary weapon.
Oh, that's, yep, they got well, 4 dice. 4 dice bad.
Sloopity sloop from Omega Leader off to the right-hand side, the pilot right-hand side, David being a class act, helping him out with that maneuver. This is definitely, we see Sam repositioning himself, putting himself back to have that massive shuttle, taking the brunt of shots, putting some more firepower into the center of the board here, supported by Omega Leader, rather than the shuttle supporting Omega Leader itself. It's sort of a reversal of roles here. Sam is very, very good at using the shuttle. I think we can definitely agree on that after seeing him play on this stream twice.
Yeah, he's an excellent shuttle.
And that thing has been the
flyer.
MVP of both matches, I think it's safe to say. Now, Fenn, though, moving out with a 2-bank, I think he's moving to come around the debris field from the other side and come at Sam from the rear.
Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, trying to... Or it looks like maybe David's trying to split his forces, force Sam to go after one of them, to maybe have the other one come back around, pew-pew him from the rear.
Right. A strategy that we've talked about a lot. All right, here we come. We have range 3 shots. Looks like coming in from Old Terok first. Just barely able to hit. Let's get that dice came up. Let's see what we got blanks again from Old Terok. Not going to spend the focus. Blank focus, no damage. And Sam's shot's going to come back. This is going to be significantly more powerful. Palpatine's going to add us a crit here. Whoa. 3 hits and a crit naturally. No need to spend that target lock. Thank you, Emperor Palpatine.
And now we've
so
got
we're going to exchange
2
one of
hits,
those.
2
So 2
crits.
hits, 2 crits. Old Terok's got to pray for some paint here.
Oh!
Oh!
Let's...
Oh, no.
Wow.
4 blanks.
I think David just needs
David's
lot
got whisper
of new
sickness.
dice.
Oh, no. David needs to fire. When I say fire his dice, I mean, like, literally burn them.
Burn them in a fire.
As we've got 4 blanks, even with auto thrusters, that's hit, crit, and that will explode Old Terok.
That was a
so
nice,
much. Oh, my
fancy
goodness.
George Lucas giant ring explosion.
Ouch Town. Welcome to Ouch Town population, David Bernstein. This, just as they were saying on the table, this does indeed change things a lot. Now it's Fenn versus Omega Leader and
We've
the
got
Upsilon
half of
shuttle.
Fenn.
Omega Leader's in a good position now to just rock up slowly, engage Fenn Rao with a target lock, be fairly impervious to Fenn's wiles because Old Terok is now gone. He can't strip that of 8 token away. Fenn will slowly get pecked to death by the monster of Omega Leader, while the Upsilon class Major Strident ensures that there is no free space on the board for Fenn Rao to fall back on. Gonna catch Fenn Rao between an anvil and a very small hammer.
Dink.
We got from Sergeant Ace 24. Samwise Shepic, the only player in history to consistently roll 5 crits on 4 dice. Very true.
Yeah, I think we were talking. Me and John were talking about this on our test streams the last 2 weeks. Just we talk like whenever Sam was on, we're like, oh, there's Sam's dice again. Oh, there's Sam's dice again.
All right, so what can David do here to pull out some victory from the jaws of defeat?
Steal Sam's dice.
All right, absent that.
Well, I think he's going to have to try and evade that Oopsilon. Maybe try
Right.
and just go for a Mega Leader, get a few points.
I would agree with
And
that.
then as long as you can get behind the Oopsilon, it's that'll work out all right. But a Mega Leader is really probably his last chance here at getting a few points.
Right.
Well, as long as you can stay out of really just. I think the best strategy is just to avoid Major Striden's arc.
Right. Now, it is going to be tough here. David has actually done an unexpected thing and turned away. Striden is now behind Fen Rao, which is an excellent place for Striden to be.
Yep, it's not looking great. I don't know if he's just going to try and outrun everything.
No shots this round, and we're going to move back to Dials in the final round of the Denver X-Wing campaign against Cancer. This has been a fantastic match. It swung one way, it swung the other, and now it's swung back again with some great piloting from both sides. Sam proving that he really understands the interplay between Omega Leader, Juno Eclipse, and Major Striden. 28 minutes left in the round has just been called by John Conley. Major Striden not even down to half hull points left.
Yep, David's going to have a lot to chew through if he wants to pull this off. It's
Really gonna have his work
definitely
cut out for
a
him.
very uphill battle, especially given his dice.
Right,
this
but
round.
I thought it was an uphill battle when Manaroo died very, very quickly, and David swung the game back in his favor then. Now, if he can get lucky, kill Omega Leader, then the game is his.
There might be, there would be a chance as long as he can stay behind Major Striden.
Right. Sam rolling a crit there on his debris field, but because of collision detector, he does actually not take that damage.
Yep, that's right. You ignore all crit results rolled when rolling for obstacle damage.
Indeed. Here comes Omega Leader going over the obstacle as well, and he will take a stress. And let's see if she takes a crit. No, that's a focus result that Sam rolls. And Omega Leader does, of course, get a stress. Now, Fen Rao, is he going to come in, take a hard turn? Not a hard turn, a 2-bank instead. We're likely to see a boost here. Or perhaps just a focus. And that's indeed what David is going to do. Taking a focus, not getting shot by Omega Leader. He would rather take the range 3 through the rock shot with 4 dice from Major Striden than have Omega Leader. And indeed, here we have Palpatine giving him a crit. 4 dice, range 3 through the rock from Major Striden coming in at Fen Rao. Oh, 3 hits and a crit. My word. Let's get that dice cam up. Let's see what's happening here.
Oh.
Wrong one. There we go.
Wrong one.
3 hits and a crit.
Whoops.
And the Fen Rao is able to evade that one. 4 evades after including auto thrusters and his focus.
And Fen survives.
Meridian 3, thank you for hosting us. I'll admit, I'm not 100% sure I know what that means. But whatever that is, thank you. Really appreciate it. If you are watching this, you like X-Wing, you like great X-Wing games, and you hate cancer, share this with your friends. This is turning out to be a great final game of the Denver X-Wing campaign against cancer. Again, if you'd like to donate to Twin Sons Charities and help out the American Cancer Society, x-wing.org. That's where you go. Now, Adam, do you think that Major Striden's going to be able to get himself around this rock? Would a 3-bank, do you think?
That's going to be really close, but he might be able to do it. This is one of those where it's really hard to eyeball because it's so close.
Right.
Harder to
Sam might
eyeball
wanna
for
try.
us.
Omega Leader probably just gonna do a little too straight there. He says, Jobu12, thank you. It means that Meridian 3's channel is showing our content. I appreciate that.
Cool.
That's fantastic.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Thank you very much. This is a fantastic game. Major Strident with 1 shield down versus Fend Rao on 2 hull points. Omega Leader as well, undamaged. Where do you think Fend Rao's going here, Adam?
Well, I think he's got a pretty good chance if he turns in towards Omega Leader right now. Because I you know that the shuttle's not going to be able to turn around enough to get a shot on Fen. Because, you know, he's either going to do a bank and not hit the rock and then probably not have arc. Or it's going to turn too much and be on the rock and not have a shot anyways.
Right. And as we definitely mentioned earlier, that Fen needs to kill Omega Leader. Let's see, what are we doing? We're actually doing a 2 hard turn, putting himself right on that rock. That's an interesting choice. It looks like Sam might be expecting Fen to run up towards the top. And Fen run up towards the top of the map and get some shots next turn. Omega Leader doing a 2 bank. And clearing that stress is going to focus.
All right. Well, Jobu12, thanks for tuning in. I will actually be back there this Wednesday for our normal X-Wing night. I haven't been there the past 2 weeks, actually, in preparation for this event. But yeah, if you want to be there on Wednesday, we can play some more X-Wing games.
And where is that if anybody else is in the area and wants to join you?
That is in Collector Mania in Parker. That's my usual store. We have our X-Wing night on Wednesdays. Starts around 6 when everyone usually shows up.
Excellent.
But yeah, it's been really consistent. We have a lot of great players that show up there. We had 9 at one point. We have consistently around 4. We'd love to get more.
Be the 5th. Be the 5th. Be the 6th. All right.
Do it.
So no shots this round with Fen actually running a little bit farther up towards the top of the board around that debris field. Here comes Major Strident going for a block.
Whoa.
I would definitely anticipate a 1 hard turn from Omega Leader following this. Going to clear the stress. Going to take a stress. Will take no damage, of course.
No, it doesn't matter. Oh, yeah.
And Omega Leader, here comes. I anticipate a 1 hard turn. Actually, we're going to take a sloop. That's not bad. Assuming Fen Rao moves a little quicker maybe than we were anticipating, that's not a bad way to keep him in your arc. Sam, of course, proving that he's a better player than both of us. That's why we're in here. We're in the commentary booth, and we're not out there.
I fly Rebels because there's a little bit of room for error with those.
Marking Fen for a 3 hard turn.
Oh. Yep, and that was a good move for Omega Leader because now, you know, old Terak's still in the arc.
That's Fen Rao. And he is still in the arc. And
Wow.
do you think that Fen could clear a boost out of Omega Leader's arc, or does he just focus and take his lumps?
I don't think
he
he can
can't.
clear
He
it.
can't even focus because Omega Leader's got him target locked.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe take a barrel roll, try to fire back.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is, the barrel roll.
Balls to the wall. I applaud David's moxie here. And
All the
here
balls,
comes the
all the
5
walls.
dice unmodified shot from Fen Rao into Omega Leader. Range 1. Gotta take it. Gotta take it. Here comes what might be the deciding shot of the game. I see 3 hits.
I think
one of
it's
those looks like a crit. 2
yep.
hits and a crit. Palpatine's going to give Omega Leader an evade.
Looks like we've got...
We have 1 evade from Palpatine. He's going to spend his evade token so that the crit impacts the shields.
Okay.
Not ideal for Sam to spend that evade and not be able to juke Fen Rao, but he's able to fire back at Fen Rao. Range 1, no modifiers for Fen Rao. 2 hits and a focus natural from Sam. If Fen blanks, this is the end of the game. I see 2 evades.
I think
Not bad.
there's. Is it just 2 or? Oh, those two
I
are
see
focus.
2.
I think.
2 evades, 2 focuses. That's what Fen needs to stay alive. David pulling out a great maneuver there. 20 minutes remaining in the round.
This is gonna go. This is a game. This is a game,
This
folks.
is absolutely a game. 20 minutes left for Fen Rao to make his comeback on Omega Leader. Omega Leader actually slightly out of position. Fen Rao has the chance here to make up some lost ground. Unless or Omega Leader, I wouldn't be surprised to see a 2 straight bump, so that Omega or Fen Rao can't turn to the right easily.
Yeah, it's good.
And get behind there, and you have to turn to the left.
I'm almost thinking if Fenrau might want to do this salute or the Talon roll
to the left.
to the right. If he'll
Interesting.
fit, I think that's going to put him in the best spot because Omega Leader is stressed, so Omega Leader has to go forward and not turn around.
Right.
And since TIE Fighters can't go slow, he most likely won't be in the way.
Right. All right, so 2 hard turn from the Major Stride in there. Keeping his stress, just trying to turn around.
Yep, I believe that is a white maneuver.
2 turn from Omega Leader. Now, if Fen Rao did indeed do that 2 Talon roll as you anticipated, it is a green. Will Omega Leader evade, or is she gonna? Oh, she's going to attempt a barrel roll.
Oh, that way. Okay.
An interesting choice.
All right. Sort of running away that way. Interesting. I almost would have barrel rolled the other way to try and block.
Now, let's see. Did David do that Talon roll? It does not look like he did. Looks like he just went ahead, took a 1 hard turn.
Oh, I forgot they could do that. That works
Not
too.
a bad maneuver, though, coming into staying
If
behind Major
he-
Striding, which is excellent.
Yeah. I don't think he'll get a shot from that, but no, not quite.
And it looks like Fen Rao is going to be barrel rolling. No shots this round. Now, I'll bet Sam wishes that Strident was unstressed right now. He's got to do a maneuver that might be too long to keep him stressed to give Omega Leader that evade if she wants to sloop. Where do you think that Omega Leader's going right now, Adam? What would you do to get her out of... She's in a little bit of a bind, Fen coming in behind her.
I would think to sloop to pilot right.
I wouldn't attempt that if I didn't have my evade.
Oh, that's true. Well, oh yeah, because Fenrau is going to shoot first. I would almost do a 1 hard to the left, maybe. I don't know. That's a tough position because Fen has so many different things that he could do.
The Omega Leader, sorry, not the Omega Leader, Major Strident in the Upsilon class shuttle. Here's the 1 hard turn to the left as you anticipated, Adam. Probably going to see an evade. There's the evade.
There's the evade.
Now here comes Fen Rao's 1 turn, and we're going to be blocked. That is, I think, indeed the best maneuver for Sam.
There we go.
Now set up to sloop or K-turn behind Fen Rao. Likely doing a 2 K-turn. Stride boy, coordinate, evade, Chambalaya. He would love to be able to do that. He's a little bit far out and also stressed.
Please.
Gotta love that. Sam has been making full use of the coordinate action this entire game, though. It's been very impressive how he's leveraged the abilities that the Upsilon offers to make up for the shortcomings of the less powerful aces that he has to fly with it. And that's definitely something that we're going to talk about when he gets back on the stream interview after this is done. Round 15 minutes will be left in the round. Strident 2 turning in is now in chase position on Fen Rao while he's been absorbed with chasing Omega Leader. Omega Leader taking the sloop in behind Fen Rao. Now has the evade. This is sad position for Fen Rao to be in. I think Fen Rao might want to be taking a 3 hard turn off to his left-hand side. There it is. 3 hand turn to my left, just running. Just running. That's what he's got to do. David, if you're going to drag the clock out on this one, screw you. I have to go to the bathroom. David, stop running. I have to go to the bathroom, please. No shots this round. Now, at this juncture, Stridon should probably go ahead, clear that stress so he can do those one hard turns, do the coordinates where necessary. What do you think, Adam?
I don't know. I almost think he's gonna just plow right into that debris. Just keep turning right.
Just keep turning right.
Keep turning. Don't let old
Well,
Tarak
let's see, here he
behind you.
comes. Yep, there is the 2-turn.
Oh,
Double stressing himself, but staying in that fight.
no bothers.
No bothers given at all.
Another stress.
No damage because
no damage
detector.
because yep.
2-turn from Omega Leader coming in and chase position on Fen Rao. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Fen Rao either doing a one hard turn or running.
I'd almost think like a hard turn, just trying to steer around the shuttle.
Right. We'll either see a barrel roll. Looks like we're going to be seeing a barrel roll from Omega Leader. Backwards and to the right. An interesting choice.
Do a barrel roll.
1 turn from Fen Rao. Fen Rao's coming around the corner. Looks like he's going to get a good shot there onto Major Stridon.
Gotta hold up the
if
wing
he's
there.
able to. Unless he's going to boost him out. That looks like what he's actually going to do. No, switching the target lock to the
Switching the
shuttle.
target
A
lock.
risky maneuver. Fen arguing that Major Stridon said mean things about his mother is now going to take a range 1 target locked shot into Major Stridon. There's see 1 hit, 2 crits, focus blank, rerolling with the target lock. Now I've got 2 hits, 2 crits. There's an evade, so Major Stridon takes 3 shields now down to 2. Now for Omega Leader here, it is firing range 3 through the rock, so Fen will be firing or rolling 5 dice, but no auto thrusters, and Omega Leader does have the juke. It'll actually be range 2. Palpatine's putting a crit in on this.
Ooh. All right.
1 crit.
1 crit from I think that was Palpatine.
Yeah, the 1 crit added from Palpatine. Fen Rao rolling with 4.
Oh.
1 evade is juked and a crit on Fen Rao.
Ooh.
Direct hit.
That is the
most
game.
classic way to end the game. That is it for David Bernstein and Old Fenaroo. Sam Shepic victorious in this match, victorious in the campaign against cancer. We're going to get one victorious in the X-Wing campaign against cancer. We're going to go ahead and get 1 or more of these players back on stream for the interview here in just a couple minutes. You're listening and you're watching the Back to Dials X-Wing campaign against cancer stream. We will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the last round of interviews after round 6 here with champion Sam Shepic. Well done.
Samwise Gamgee.
Samwise Gamgee and his opponent David Bernstein. First of all, guys, congratulations. That was such a fun match to watch.
That was a fun
Swinging
match.
back and forth and back and forth. Manru dying and then Juno dying, and it was
Artist
fantastic.
formerly known as
Sorry,
Manru.
the artist formerly known as Manru.
AKA contracted scout.
That's what it said on his form sheet, and I was trying to fill out the list. I was like, what?
Is this Manaru or not?
I
Manru?
enjoy messing with Adam. It's fun.
Can confirm.
Right.
I have to admit that. I can either confirm or deny that messing with Adam is enjoyable.
Yep. Chumbalaya wants to tell you, Sam, that Stride Boy, Major Stridon beat cancer. Well done. Congratulations.
All right.
So I actually wanted
That's
to...
a pretty big win.
Right.
Pew-pewed it
So
dead.
before we go any further, David, you have a beautiful ship in your hands right there.
Oh,
Why
yes.
don't we show that off to the world?
Pretty.
With
So
matching dial.
With matching dial. Who has done this, David? Was it you?
No, at regionals in Denver, I ran into a nice gentleman from Texas. I'll get the name out because my phone died, so I can't check my Facebook right now.
All right, post it up on the Back to Dials Facebook
But I will.
page.
I'll post it up. But he did a beautiful job. He's an old 40K guy, and he was like, hey, I don't ever use this ship, so you want to trade? So I
Wow.
traded him for it, yeah.
That's phenomenal. That's very, very well done. With the extra, with the movement and the repaint. Very well job. Very good job. Well job. Oh my goodness, it's a long
Words
Well
in
job.
English.
day. Very
Good.
well job,
Art
unknown
is
painter
good.
man.
Speak.
Yeah. No, that is fantastic. So before we talk about your list, Sam, I want to ask you, David. Old Fenaroo is a very popular, or at least was a very popular mentalist before Manaru was nerfed. Do you think it's still got, obviously still got legs if you went this far? What do you think about it in the range 1 Manaru era?
I think Manaru, if you're going to spend the extra 3 points, there's better things to spend it on. I'd rather have a contracted scout.
After today?
Just in general. I
Right.
used a contracted scout today, so
Oh, so it wasn't actually Manor. That was okay. No.
I'm not as good. I'm not as good as the Howard brothers, so I can't they still ran that at Hoth and finished top 4.
Oh, I say
So
we were
I can't do that kind of
calling your
stuff.
Manor the entire time.
Don't feel bad. That's why I call it the artist formerly known as
Well,
Manaru.
I should have put it in parentheses on that. Oh my goodness.
Did the pilot skill 3 not tip you off?
It didn't say
It didn't
that
say
on
it
the
on the
form.
squad list.
Come on, Bernstein.
So I basically trolled your entire broadcast.
You
Awesome.
did.
Yep.
Good job.
God damn it,
Up top.
Bernstein.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
It's the way we do it here in Colorado.
Old tear rock and roll, actually. No. Well done with that. No, that was a really good game. So that wasn't. So with that not actually being Manaru, that is the way to go. Then you think
Contracted scout. Yep.
contract to scout with ordnance as you built it, or is that the only one of many ways? Do you think?
I think you can do it multiple ways. You can do a bump masters. You can do 2 of them if you want. I mean, it gives you options. A scavenger crane is hilarious. I mean,
Shame we didn't get to see it in that match.
No, I didn't get a chance to use it because I didn't get missiles off. Sam,
Uh-huh.
he snookered me.
Yeah,
snookered
no.
me.
I gotta say, the last time I was playing a game, playing in a major tournament here was a store championship, and I was also flying Juno Eclipse. And trying to get ordnance off against her or block her is a devil of a task.
Yeah.
She gets under those guns. She gets around the guns.
Oh, yeah.
She gets around your blocks like nobody's
she's
business.
all over you. If you
She
know what I
really
mean.
is.
She's a very clingy lady.
She is. No, I mean she never actually touches you. She is.
Oh yeah, she tickles you.
She does. She teases you.
She has feathers.
Juno Eclipse, the tease. David, this is a family-friendly podcast. Please, please.
Oops. Hey, it was my fault, and he's blaming you. I like him.
That's good. I'm a scapegoat. I'm good at it.
So with the talk about Juno Eclipse, Sam, let's move to you. Obviously, showing through both of the games that you've been on the stream that you really know how to use that shuttle super effectively. Both of the games that we've seen you, it's pumped its prodigious main guns right into the middle of the firefight. Exactly, Adam. Well put.
There's 4. See?
Exactly, there's 4. Can you speak a little bit to that? How do you fly the shuttle to keep it relevant?
Well, it's not so much flying the shuttle; it's putting those. What is that 3-point upgrade that I have on there?
Pattern
Yeah, the
analyzer?
pattern analyzer. That is really how it works.
Yep.
Because you put the pattern analyzer on the shuttle, and then you say, "Oh, I'll do a 3-bank over a debris cloud, give someone an action, and I don't care."
Yeah.
Or you do a 1-turn into David's face and take an action and don't give a crap. Or, whatever. It just makes the shuttle much more maneuverable and more relevant if you can take actions while doing those stressed maneuvers. So really it's that card.
That card definitely helps. I definitely do want to say, though, I don't think it was entirely the pattern analyzer. Can you speak a little? Can you speak a little bit about if you're able to ace placement and maybe disengaging with the shuttle in order to bring it back around, like times to disengage, how to turn that thing around?
Well, first thing I would say is definitely take lots of debris clouds.
Okay.
Because that makes turning a lot easier. Because then you can
I
still
didn't hit any.
You can still
Nice.
Yeah, you did a good job with that too. But you definitely that makes it a lot easier to turn the shuttle and still get actions. Or you can also do banks. Mostly you want to do hard turns when you're trying to get it back into the fight. But at the same time, like even though it's stressed, if you do a green maneuver and you give someone else an action, that shuttle, in my opinion, is still in the fight.
Right.
Because you're still giving the other ships actions, and even though the other guns are on your other ships, the shuttle is still helping, even though it's not firing.
That's very true.
Coordinate is a very
Very powerful. Ludicrously
It is
powerful.
very powerful, especially in Stridon. And Stridon,
Imperials need more help.
right. Well, Stridon, you need to have Stridon in there because you can have that range 1 to 3 on there. And that's what I
Right.
really wanted because I wanted more flexibility in the list. And so you really had to push that. You had to push that instead of just doing, I'll just take the regular shuttle and just, put Palpatine on there and then put Veteran Instincts on Juno, which having her at a 10 is very nice. But I find that it doesn't really matter if I have her, if I have initiative with her, and there's another PS9 across the board from me.
Right.
I haven't had a problem with that today. In fact.
Yeah, no, Juno does also work very well as a blocker, especially with the ability to barrel roll before you
Especially
move.
with the shuttle right there.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly.
Barrel
5 dice,
roll.
range 1. Oops.
Yep.
Sorry, hold on. Coordinating barrel roll. Sorry.
Yep. Coordinate barrel roll blocked in front of the shuttle. 5 dice, range 1, target lock. Poo.
Well, I blanked that he had proton rockets.
Yeah.
I remember
Uh-huh.
that. I would have booked out of there with that scout. Power to him, man.
With
He
that
got me.
scoutaroo.
I got out of Dodge.
Scoutaroo.
With that scoutaroo. Oh yes. No, that was a really fantastic game. Another thing that I really like about Major Strident, the coordinate action on the shuttle is it helps Juno on her action economy, right? Because
Yes.
I would use Juno every time over Vader.
That's the
if
other
she had
thing.
the action economy. Of Vader.
Exactly.
It
For
makes her
sure.
like Vader.
Yeah, it does. But the problem is like if the shuttle gets overstressed there, like it did at the end, then you sort of lose that.
Right.
But you just have to constantly do those green maneuvers, and the fact that it has the bank 2 greens is fantastic.
I would like again same problem with this. I would like a bank 1 green.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Moves like
I
that.
agree, but I
Which in
think
one
I
hand?
would rather have the bank 2s over the bank 1s.
Interesting.
Because you move farther.
Yeah.
That's true.
And so, like, if you're
Although there are
trying,
situations where you have, like, you're trying
True.
to turn tangentially,
True.
where you're on the side of your forces, where that 2 bank takes you out of coordinate range.
I've been there, but also the reverse is true.
Right,
Yeah.
So, like, if you're trying to catch your aces and you do a 2 bank,
right. I'm definitely into that.
for sure. I mean, obviously, it's take and give. It's a double-edged sword. So,
Right.
I mean, no matter what list you fly in, you're going to have some of that. And I'd also like to take the time to say thank you for
Hey.
streaming down here, guys, and good job on it. You know?
Hey, thanks. This was
We're glad to
super
be
super
here.
fun.
Good
Yeah,
job,
we're
Yeah.
really glad to be here.
We're
and able
glad
to-
that you guys
to cast
came
this.
down here to the Wizard's Chest.
Hey,
And
can I throw a shout out real quick?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
So we have a store championship at Funtastic in Louisville.
You should go.
On June 10th.
right now,
We're gonna actually we're gonna give
right now.
prizes and stuff.
camp
like,
out for 2 months.
It's not just the kit prizes. There's gonna be probably about $100 in gift cards.
Woo!
So come on down.
Dibs.
And we also have a Destiny.
We see down here.
Championship at the end
No,
of
no,
May.
no. Sam
International dibs
Shepic
rule.
called dibs on the Stork credit. As we all know, it's binding.
Well,
Dibs is
Augustine was
binding.
calling dibs on me because I have DJB on my tokens, and he was like, "Dib." So that was pretty funny. He made me laugh. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Dude.
He trolled me.
Hey, I
Very
do
much
what you
you
do
did.
best.
Troll.
All right. Well, I think. Do you guys have anything else that you'd like to say?
Thank you guys for making X-Wing.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be at Worlds.
Yeah, if
I'm
you
gonna
need
be-
Worlds,
I'm
look,
gonna probably
look for
get-
David. I think all
try.
3 of you will join me. Thank you very much to John freaking Conley.
John
for-
Conley.
Conley.
John,
The legend.
come into the booth.
Mildly large John.
Paging John Conley.
Hey, 6'8" man.
Yeah. How tall are you again?
Giant.
Hey, giant man.
Hey!
John, we just want to thank you publicly on the stream.
Yes, John.
Come
Yes,
on.
thank you very
Come on
much.
in.
Swing around back.
Get,
We're on
get your
video.
butt over here.
Get in here, kid.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey!
my god.
Thank you. And I
We
guess
got the
this
plastic
means
Bigglesworth.
we get the
Nice.
plastic.
Yes.
You're gonna have to come down because our camera can't reach
sure,
that
sure.
high.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I was gaping. I
Look
couldn't,
at
I couldn't
this.
help it.
John, thank you very
John
much.
needs
With
deodorant,
the
sorry.
Bigglesworth Darklighter.
This is a plastic card.
I had to get one of those. At
I've
Gen
never
Con the
actually
hard
held
way.
one of those. I'm very excited to fondle
Ooh,
yours.
You can see
have
the
one.
sheen.
Go for it.
I have one at home. You can borrow
Shine
it.
it up after you're done.
It does look good.
Yes,
Oh,
it
that
does.
looks
oh,
really
that's so
cool.
beautiful.
Oh, that's thank you, John.
All right,
You
John.
get that at, Worlds?
John, thank
No,
you very much.
Fantasy Flight sent like all the official FFG stuff. That
Thanks,
was-
Fantasy Flight.
Wait, is this
FFG.
black
Fantasy
official
Flight
FFG?
rocks.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, but the
The card is.
You cannot
Gotcha.
use your plaque as a shield token unless it's, like you're TOing at the Wizard's chest that you TO because you're the TO and
Right.
you also work here.
And I
Those
yeah.
Minoc people ruined
And I won the
fun.
championship here. How about
All
that?
you Minocs, what's up
This
with
is
that?
nuts.
All right, John, thank you very much for letting us run this stream, for being a
Absolutely,
fantastic
fellas.
TO,
Thank you,
for
John.
running a
You're awesome.
spectacular event.
Those made the event real easy.
A gentleman and a scholar, sure.
Oh, thank you very much. So I think that's all the time that we have today here on the Back to Dials X-Wing campaign against Cancer stream, live from Denver, Colorado. I think that's about it for us.
Wave.
Anything
Last
that you
shout
guys
out.
want to say?
Last shout out.
Last shout out time, guys.
Go to
go, Pens!
x-wing.org and donate.
Rock it all the way.
X-Wing-org, yes. All right, thank you guys very much. Back to Dials podcast we'll, of course, be putting out more content here after finals week.
Yeah, because this guy is still in school.
on, man.
I'm slaying
People
that
forget
way.
he's a young lad. still.
I am a young lad. All right. Thank you guys
Strapping
all
young
very much
lad.
for tuning in, for sharing, for donating to the X-Wing campaign against cancer. It's been spectacular. I've been Asa Graf.
And I've been Adam. I'm still Adam
I'm
Kattnig.
Adam
And I've been Adam Kattnig.
Adam Kattnig.
I'm going to turn off everybody's mics before we get too silly.
Good
We'll
night
see
and
you
good
again
luck.
on the airwaves next time. Oh, here's something from John. Oh, no.
No, I'm just stealing this.
Oh, it's
plaque
just
so
stealing
we
the
can
plaque.
Present it to you
Oh,
in the
Okay.
ceremony.
Yep. All right.
Good
thank
night
you
and
guys.
good luck,
Thank you
gentlemen.
guys very much.
Signing
We will
off.
be back signing off. We'll see you again next time.